House, which is going to change hands very soon. In fact, this is Doug Wead. He is a historian, and among other things, you've looked into the first family, all the members of the first family, the children of the first family. When you look, for example, at Barack Obama and his family about to come into the White House, and the two young daughters, Sasha and Malia, a lot of people say perhaps they'll be treated like Chelsea Clinton was and cloistered a bit. But when you look at all the media coverage and the paparazzi, if it will, following her around, you often wonder if it's going to be a different story entirely, that perhaps they are going to be treated like the sons of royalty. What's your view on this? Is it going to be closer to Chelsea Clinton, or is it going to be closer to the Princes Harry and so on?
Well, I think it'll depend a lot on the president and the first lady. The Clintons were proactive in keeping Chelsea out of the news. I mean, they'd call up an editor and jawbone a little bit. So it's not going to happen naturally. The president and first lady will have to be proactive.
Is that a good idea, though? Is that a good idea for the president and the first lady to get involved and say, "Don't take pictures of my children"? Is it realistic?
It's a good idea. Jackie Kennedy studied the children of presidents and came to the same conclusion that anyone else who studies them comes to, and that is that those who stay out of the limelight, in fact, those who stay out of Washington, if it's physically possible, tend to be high achievers. There's exceptions to that, but it's a very dramatic trend. So it's worth the try.
What are the holidays like in the White House?
Well, you know, I interviewed 19 of the living presidential children, and one described it to me as pure bedlam. Like the rest of us, there's a lot of people, maybe an exaggerated version of the Christmas that the rest of us experience. There are first-run movies in the White House theater. There's not just a Christmas tree, but a forest of Christmas trees on the state floor. But usually the White House Christmas moves on to Camp David, so it's not really a White House Christmas.
But everything is just bigger than life. Are there any other significant differences?
Well, it can also be a stressful time, like it is in many families. For example, on 5 different Christmases over the holiday, the president's mother has died. 3 times the president's father has died. We just had President-elect Obama losing his grandmother who raised him. That's very, very common to all of us. So it can also be a stressful time, the holidays.
So you said one good idea is to hide the children from the media. What are the other things that a president would have to do to raise a super kid?
Well, the balance that they teach for all parents is to reduce it to 2 words, is gentle but firm. A child needs structure and discipline, and a child needs love. And really, a president and a first lady, they can't provide the discipline in a consistent way that they should. So they've got to use that power they have of celebrity, and even the children can pick up that their parents are celebrities. They've got to use that to catch their children doing something right instead of catching their children doing something wrong. I would say Mrs. Robinson, the mother-in-law, is going to be a key here for the future of Malia and Sasha.
And there's always the Secret Service to help, too, I would imagine. Right.
Well, sometimes the Secret Service can get in the way of child raising.
You bet. Thanks so much, Doug Wead in Washington.
Thank you.